We realized there's excellent work happening everywhere, but what was it that we are doing at Matthews Hall that is different? What is it that we can bring to children and families that is special? And most importantly, how can we deliver on those objectives and do it better? And these three fundamental values of our practice and our operations, different, better, special, we realize that in order to be a school that is the choice of families and children in London, we have to deliver on all three of those. Our school adopted its first ever campus master plan within the last 2 years. The buildings we're in right now are the fruits of the first phase of that effort.
I haven't been in a while, and I was just here admiring how it's all come together, and it's really reflective of everything we talked about and the design that you've put together for us.
The concept for the building was this journey through education or pathway through the woods. So as you move through Matthews Hall, you travel through the lower school up to the middle school. This woods concept is reinforced through the green wall, the natural elements, as well as the branding of the classroom naming.
Natural elements have been an important part of the school for years and years. To be able to tie that into now our classrooms and our building are really, really important to how the education is being delivered here.
The physical environment really does impact student positivity and student happiness, because when you come in and you feel good about the space you're in, you're going to want to put forth your best effort and try your hardest and work hard in your studies.
This active corridor was a key feature in the design, where how do you bring natural light into usually a mundane corridor? And so that was done through bringing light from above, so this beautiful clear story window, and accentuating this active corridor by pushing and pulling the classrooms, so not just a straight corridor, and also creating this transparency. So Matthews Hall spoke of really wanting to showcase the students. And so what better way to do that than have these interior windows, as you can see as you walk through this active corridor.
And the other thing about this space is the collaboration space that we have here. It's something we never really had before in the school, was these breakout areas where students can be having their creative thought processes happening out here in the corridor.
You'll see that scattered throughout the project, these little benches, the curved seating, and as we get further into the atrium space.
We have our core values up on the wall, and students are reminded of that throughout the day. And oftentimes as a teacher, I do focus on those social skills and encouraging kindness, encouraging cooperation, collaboration. It is a really kind learning environment where the students want to help each other.
Everyone's here is really respectful, and you learn to be kind and you have integrity and all that. I feel like the people here especially have it. I wouldn't say that other schools don't, but I'd say that there's a lot of kindness here at Matthews Hall.
These classrooms are amazing. They turned out exactly how we needed them to.
We did that through lifting the ceilings, creating a higher volume space, staggering the classrooms like we talked about earlier, allowing for natural light from the exterior as well as from the public spaces. And then creating these really interesting low windows that allow even more light into the space and really shows the active exterior of Matthews Hall.
Well, the size of the classrooms, the ability for the classes to assemble in different manners, the technology here, it's such a drastic improvement.
I love teaching in the new classrooms. It's such a nice, big, open space. It's also big enough to have lots of different spaces for the children to work. It's just very engaging for the children.
To walk in the doors, to see all of the colors, the nice high ceilings, the floor-to-ceiling windows, to have the wonderful technology that I'm able to utilize as a teacher and help kids learn. It's really great, and it makes me feel good about my job, the job I'm doing, and I think that transfers over into the students' learning experience.
The open vistas, the spaces, all of the nooks and breakout areas that this building has have really lent themselves to student-teacher collaboration. One of the things that really lends itself to is the school's commitment to student-focused, inquiry-based learning, a pedagogical approach where the units of study, the content under consideration really derive from the students' curiosity and the students' awareness of what they need to learn. And so the teacher as the coach, the teacher as the facilitator works according to what is emerging from the actual students.
This space really showcases the different, better, special mantra that really was the key driving factor for this project. And and it's showcased through the natural light and the natural elements like the beautiful wood and heavy timber ceiling, and these whimsical elements like the colorful leaves, and then there's the beautiful amount of light and activity that can happen to the south side of the building, and these big doors that fold open and allow the inside-outside connection.
And when the master plan is matured, this is going to be one of the first areas you see as you come around the ring road, and it really is also going to highlight what's yet to come in the future expansions, is more spaces like this.
The completion of phase 1 of this building project has been transformational for our school. We've got the flexibility inherent in our program and facility now to welcome an increasing number of students. We also have, as part of our campus master plan, the ability to adapt our program with changing needs of curriculum.
They set the students up for success by giving us this wonderful new space that we can really honor the students and really make sure that we're giving them a good education through this physical space.
Having worked in a few different school environments in Canada and outside of Canada, I've never really had as close of relationships with the entire school community as I do at Matthews Hall. Having the core values posted on the wall in the hallway and just being at the forefront of sort of everything we do, I think it just becomes second nature for the children.
Well, I want to be a good person. I want to help the environment, and it's get involved in a bunch of stuff that is not necessary, but it helps people. Because throughout your whole life, you're gonna want you're gonna want to be respectful. You're gonna want to have kindness, and those are values that you learn at Matthews Hall, and it will probably keep for the rest of your life.
Matthews Hall is a nonprofit registered charity. It has been for decades, and as a result, all of our efforts go back into the school on behalf of the students and the families that we serve. We already believe it's the best choice for elementary students in the City of London. For us to continue to deliver on that, the facility has to meet and honor the quality of the work of our really fine teachers, the quality and the expectations of our families who commit to us. And part of doing that is to make sure that we have the sustaining facilities that will allow us to do that into the future.
At the end of the day, the children are the future. To have students attending an independent school where they are given those opportunities to give back to the school community, to give back to the London community is important. And I think to put the foundations in place for students to be successful academically, socially, and from a giving perspective is really important. And I think people would want to contribute to that because they do recognize the importance of giving students the opportunity to be successful in a wonderful space.